du monde, il y a du monde, il y a Trezeguet. Ah oui, l'équipe de France est championne d'Europe. L'équipe de France est championne d'Europe.
A fazer o remate.
Siamo campioni d'Europa.
I think this is accurate. Spain under Enrique would have had a gazillion passes and done nothing. Enrique would go on Twitch, brag about it, and then just complain about all Morocco defending and this and that. Luis de la Fuente, has brought the sauce. He's brought the picante sauce. He's brought the enjoyment. And he needs to be given a lot of credit. There's a reason why Luis de la Fuente won all these under 19, under 21, under 17. He won all the youth tournaments, if I'm not mistaken. Now, he wants all... Give me all the rings. That's what Luis de la Fuente is saying. Give me all the rings. Because right now, Spain, dear Lord, Dios mío, are dangerous. Germany, watch out. As España destroy Deutschland. I mean, not Deutschland. Georgia, oh my God. 4-1. Absolutely ruthless performance. It got nervous, but they withstood the pressure from Georgia. Because Georgia actually took the 1-0 lead. Chakabatse, great cross in. I think it was Leonardo Marta with the own goal. You thought, okay, we got a goal here. We got a game here. And, damn. You know what's one player? I don't know, like, Rodri, this guy is so clutch. When his team need a goal and they're facing adversity, Rodri always gets the clutch goal. I have no clue. This needs to be studied. Rodri is just such a clutch gene. And then the second half, I think Georgia, their legs were gone. Because one thing you have to take into aspect into this game, it's obviously not diminishing Spain at all, but Spain, these players have probably had, 10 to 12 days of rest? The Georgian players have had like 4 days of rest. You could tell in the second half, the legs were gone. The counterattacks were not as good from Georgia. The play, the passing, it wasn't there. Kivara to Mikadautse, they were not that great. But Spain took advantage, and then they just absolutely were ruthless. I mean, did you see Nico Williams' finish? Oh my God. That finish was so impeccable. Lamine Yamal with a great cross into Fabian Ruiz. It's just a joy. Like, if Spain don't win this Euros, which obviously with the way they're playing, they're going to win this Euros. I mean, they're just a joy to watch. From the time of Enrique to 2018, they were just so boring to watch. It's just pass. They thought to themselves, we can just pass our way to a victory. Now it is just so much more direct. Cucurella or Carvajal make an overlapping run after overlapping run. Then you got Rodri, and Fabian Ruiz, in my opinion, has been the best player. Fabian Ruiz, and this is all without a competent striker. Because Morata, yeah, he showed up against Croatia. What else has Morata done? What has he done? If this team had a prime Fernando Torres or David Villa, oh my God, Spain would be complete. And then they'd maybe just need one better center back. God damn, they are ruthless. And Germany, that game, that is going to be Fuji Bowl, people. But I'll get into more previewing Spain and Germany. If you're watching a replay and if you're just tuning in, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for daily Euro and Copa America content. We've been going crazy for the last couple of weeks. The support has been amazing. I really want to thank you all for your kind support. It's been a pleasure. Gotta quickly say, Georgia, man, I know it's been a heartbreak of this game. And now it's the last 3 games against Spain. Georgia have conceded, 14 goals. I think they are sick and tired of seeing this team. But yeah, Georgia lost 4-1. But the run that they've had, the enjoyment, I need to say that, my God, they are sort of those underdog teams where you need to... This is the blueprint. Have an amazing goalkeeper, Mamadashvili. Have 2 good forwards, Imika Dautse and Kvaratskhelia. And that was their blueprint. If they could go get those 3 guys cooking, they could do well. And they were for the first of all, was it 15 minutes? I mean, Spain were just throwing everything at them. Battleships, Air Force, everything. They were just throwing at them. And then Georgia said, okay, cool. We'll withstand the pressure and we'll get the goal. And that's where I was like, okay, we might have a game here. Oh, that Kivara chance in the second half. Oh, if that went. Unai Simon, by the way, is still a terrible goalkeeper. I don't care what anybody. Unai Simon, when he puts the La Roja kit, this guy is abysmal. So if I'm Germany, I look at the goalkeeper for Spain. I'm like, he ain't good. Unai Simon is not good. He almost got caught off again. How many times is this dude gonna make a mistake? This time though, he got lucky because Kivara barely missed it. But against Germany, if you're Jamal Musiala, Kai Havertz, Furtz, or whoever starts, test this goalkeeper. Test him. He ain't reliable. No doubt about it. But yeah, overall, Georgia, Georgia won the nutmeg battle. 100%. They brought the sauce. They brought the streets football. At least they brought something, unlike England, who just give you boring fish and chips football, and they just rely on an incredible goal. They're better than Italy. Georgia at least put up a fight today compared to Italy. They at least showed passion, desire, all those sort of things you want if you're going to go out fighting. And hey, they at least went out fighting, but quality. That was the difference. Quality, and the legs were gone for Georgia. I mean, just that cross from Lamine Yamal is just pure perfection. And he loves that sort of cross where he's at the edge of the box, right on the corner, and he just whips. Oh, it's just so perfect from Lamine Yamal. And he still hasn't scored a goal, but the guy is just unbelievable. And Nico Williams on the other side. I'm telling you, man, if they just had a striker, Spain's attack would be insane. If they just... I actually don't know if there's any young striker for Spain. I'm trying to think, but... No. I know there's that youngster at Atletico Madrid that Chelsea are trying to go for. But other than that, who else is there for Spain? Because Alvaro Morata... Oh, this guy, man. This guy is so frustrating to watch. But Georgia, all I can say is thank you for bringing... They have brought the entertainment value. We can have Georgia at every Euros. And how old is this team average age? 27 years old? That's pretty good. How old is Spain? 26. Damn. Spain are a pretty young team as well. And that's because Carvajal is pretty old. Georgia, I just hope they qualify for the next Euros. They can build upon this. Clearly, they have good academies going on. And their academy, basically, that produced 12 of these players, Ronaldo started. And it's crazy then how they beat Portugal. The football works in funny ways. So Georgia, their future is going to look good. They got the experience of the Euros. They got the experience of beating a big team in Portugal. And they just met their kryptonite in Spain. Because Spain just destroy this team every single time they go up against each other. So for Georgia, I think their fans, they have no complaint. This is seriously one of the great sporting achievements in Georgian history. No, and I know they're pretty big in rugby, but to do this, insanity for Georgia. So shout out to any Georgians watching, and if you're watching a replay, I mean, I don't know how proud you can be of your team. They just got to be a little bit better defensively, but for me, I think it's just the legs were gone in the second half. Once they conceded that second goal, I knew it was game over. It was game over. They had to keep that 1-0 lead as long as possible. They didn't, and they paid the price, and it's 4-1. But let's move on to Spain now, because Spain versus Germany, people. Who's everybody picking? Just put the country flag in the chat right now. Who are you picking, Spain or Germany? That game is on Friday. Both teams are going to be well rested. And where will the game be won? Where will this game be won between Spain and Germany? Oh, man. When was the last time they met in the Euros? They didn't meet 2021, not 2016, not 2012. So the last time Spain and Germany met each other at the Euros, because obviously they met at the last World Cup, the last time they met at the Euros was the 2008 final. And obviously Fernando Torres scored the winner, and Spain finally won a major tournament after a long, long time. I think everybody, look, everybody in the chat, and if you're watching a replay, please let me know your early thoughts of Spain versus Germany. It is going to be insane. Oh my God. Where that game will be won and lost is who's going to be better defensively. Okay, Spain haven't conceded a lot of goals at this Euros. They've only conceded... Wait, have they still not? They've only conceded one goal, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Georgia 3-0, Italy 1-0, Albania 1-0. So Spain have only conceded one goal, and it was an own goal from Le Monard. But when you actually watch Spain, they really don't defend the greatest. Georgia had a great chance in the second half where the whole entire left side was free. And if they just had a better attacking player in that situation, maybe Georgia could have taken advantage of it. So where this game will be won or lost is basically defensively. Or is this going to be a game where, all right, you attack, I attack. You attack, I attack. But the football that will be played, because if this was Spain versus England, I mean, Spain would win that game. If this was Spain against Italy, well, we saw that already. Spain destroyed them. Spain are just clearly right now in a groove. Every player is clicking. Even Cucurella, gotta give credit to Cucurella. The guy has been sensational during these Euros. Laporte doing well, Nomad, Carvajal. I'm just telling you right now, in that game between Spain and Germany, you know who's got the better goalkeeper? Come on, this ain't even a debate. Unai Simon cannot even lace a single finger in the glove compared to Neuer. So if I'm Germany, that's where you can take advantage. Because Unai Simon is not reliable. He hasn't been tested enough at these Euros. And when he's had the ball, he's not looking the greatest. And we've seen back in, 2021, knockout stage against Croatia, he made that horrific mistake. But the midfield, that midfield battle. Toni Kroos, Gundogan, Andrik against Fabian Ruiz, who has been sensational at these Euros, to Rodri, to Pedri. It's very interesting with Luis de la Fuente. And I need to know if there's any Spanish people watching replay or live in the chat. Is Pedri on a minutes restriction? But it doesn't really matter. Because every time Dani Olmo comes off the bench, this guy's cooking. Dani Olmo is so freaking underrated. Such a wonderful football. The technical ability. He got the goal today off the bench. Dani Olmo is just sensational. And that's, I think, a good thing with Luis de la Fuente. He's not afraid to make mistakes. He's not afraid to make a sub. And to bring off Pedri, who was doing pretty well in the game. Guy's got cojones compared to Southgate. But overall, Spain against Germany, it's just about who's going to defend better. I trust more Germany. Because you got Antonio, you got Schlotterbeck, you got Neuer. But the fullbacks, that would worry me big time. Either it's Mittelstadt against and Raum against Lamine Yamal. Nico Williams against Kimmich. I mean, did you see how Nico Williams was cooking today? It's so crazy how one half Nico Williams is just on it. The next half, it'll be Lamine Yamal. They're just tag teaming at this point. They're like at Survivor Series, and it's 2v1 at the end of the wrestling match, excuse me. That's what Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams are doing at this Euros. They are both sensational. They are just so threatening on the ball. One-on-one demons. And if I'm Kimmich and Mittelstadt, or if it's going to be Raum starting, that's going to be a big worry for Nagelsmann. How do you defend in transition with the speed that these two have, and how direct they are, and with Cucurella overlapping? But if I'm Germany, they can definitely score as well. Why can't Germany score? Why can't Germany cook? You have a guy like Toni Kroos who can dictate play. Gundogan who can find those spaces where, Rodri, or at least in the counterattack, Spain don't defend the greatest. And that's the same thing for Germany. Both teams, I think, their biggest weakness is defensively. Great midfield, great attack. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, that is going to be football that is played on Friday between those two sides. And I think it just comes down to who outscores each other. Is it me or you? Me or you? Oh, it's going to be sensational. Cannot wait. I simply cannot wait. That is football. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, man, we all love the underdog stories. And obviously, I love the underdog stories. But everybody wants to see this matchup. We want to see the best up against the best. And we're going to get that on Friday. Spain, who have played the best football. Germany, who got the home crowd and have played really good football. Toe-to-toe, mano-a-mano in Stuttgart. These are the moments we will remember. This is not like at the World Cup where Germany were a mess and Spain were just passing it like crazy with Luis Enrique. Both teams have gotten so much better since that game that it's going to be an absolute great matchup. And it just comes down to who's more clinical and who can defend better. It's a very easy cliche. Oh, who's more clinical, who can defend better. But I think for these two teams, they create the chances and they haven't defended the greatest. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, look, Nico Williams deserves a big move. Athletic Bilbao are a sensational club. They're probably like a top 4 club in Spain. Why does he need to move? Why can't he just develop one more season, 2 more seasons at Athletic Bilbao? I know Barca fans are going to be like, Michael, he should join Barca. Of course he should join Barca. But it's just a matter of Barca. Do they have the money? Because if you pair Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal at Barca, but that's a different discussion. Nico Williams is so good, man. That's the sort of old school players that we like to see. None of this, okay, drag back, just keep rotating the ball. This is football. The way that Spain just goes I can imagine every neutral watching Spain is like, I hope this team wins. because they are a perfect example of how the football should be played. Speed, direct, and still just the individual quality standing out. And even Rodri. I mean, this guy Rodri, I can guarantee you this as well. Rodri will get a big goal on Friday against Germany. He will get a big goal because he always does. When his team need it, Rodri steps up. Same thing for Gundogan. Gundogan always steps up in the big moments. Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait for it. Michael, who wins the tactical battle between Spain and Germany? Well, if you go by that way, I mean, Nagelsmann, he's done pretty well in those big games. Remember how he nullified PSG in the Champions League? Luis de la Fuente, this will be the biggest game he manages. He's done so well in the youth teams, but he hasn't faced a Germany. He hasn't faced he's won, obviously, the Nations League, Luis de la Fuente. I cannot wait. That is going to be sensational. So, tactically, I would probably give it to Nagelsmann, but Nagelsmann needs to get that starting lineup correct. Do you go with somebody who's a bit more direct, like a Leroy Sané, or do you go for Florian Wirtz, who's able to keep the ball better, and that maybe Germany will have that slow build-up play, where Spain can have the slow build-up play and very good on the counterattack. These are going to be the interesting choices, because I think Spain, they're just going to play the exact same 11. The guys are well rested, and they're in a groove. So, I would still give it to Nagelsmann, but Nagelsmann needs to get that lineup correct. Either it's going to be Kai Havertz, but he's probably going to start, or Füllkrug. This is where the game, if you're Nagelsmann, you're going to win or lose, more credit for yourself, is this game against Spain. The one thing I like about this Euros is there's more individuality. Yes, 100%. 100%. I think we're seeing that a lot. I mean, Bellingham scoring a ridiculous goal. We've seen some golazos, the incredible screamers we saw in the group stage. Today we saw Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, even Dani Olmo just showcasing the brilliant football. God, I always try and say this to people. These are not bum players, people. They're not bum players. They're good players, right? They are good players, exactly. They are good players. They don't just lose their footballing ability overnight. It's just, I think when it comes to club football, it's just so tactical, and it's just all about, all right, keep possession, keep possession, keep possession. But on Friday, that is going to be an individual battle. Which players will step up? And the same thing for Switzerland and England. Who's going to step up? Is it going to be Xhaka, Ndoye, even Embolo? Or will it be Bellingham, Kane? Who knows? Man, it's a dog. Look, Germans should be scared of this team. 100% they should be. But shouldn't Spanish people be scared of Germany? If Spain were going up against England, I'd be like, you know what, if you're Spanish, you should be confident. But Germany haven't lost a game. They've conceded what? 2 goals all tournament? They've scored how many goals? Both teams are very good. And that's what's going to be awesome to see on Friday. Which players will step up in the moment, and which players will fade away in the moment. So, yeah, I think both teams will be very scared of each other. But that's what makes it a good matchup. We cannot... Luis de la Fuente needs to tell his team, don't just keep possession, just keep possession. They have to be direct. They have to test this German defense. And the same thing for Nagelsmann. He can't tell his team, but, guys, let's just try and rotate it. Nah. Should be a good game. I think both teams will be out there to play football. Yamal is too good. What a talent. This kid needs to learn how to finish. Yeah, of course he needs to learn how to finish. The dude is 16 years old. Let him finish his chemistry classes, physics, all of that. I mean, he's got a manager who looks like a chemist, and Luis de la Fuente. By the way, Luis de la Fuente is 63 years old and is built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, the guy is ripped. Bro, I need to know his diet and maybe what drugs he's using as well. But Yamal is just insanity, bro. The guy is 16 years old, but it's not about how talented he is. Footballing IQ. Did you see that cross he put into Fabian Ruiz? Fabian Ruiz missed that. That is a sin. So, we all know how good Yamal is. We all know how good Yamal is. But it's going to be interesting to see how he does in the biggest... This is going to be the biggest game for him. Same thing for Nico Williams. These two youngsters, how will they shine in the moment? Same thing for Musiala. A lot of these players, this is going to be the biggest... Because it's different thing. Club football is different, people. It's a job. It's like an 8 to 5. You go there, you do your work, you go back home and you chill. National team football is where the pride is at the stake. where you're going to be defined as a legend or you're going to be defined as the team who couldn't do it. Which one is going to step up? Time will tell. Don't worry. You don't have to spam it. It will be out next month. Don't worry. Can make it to the final? Yeah, of course they can. Of course they can. Germany versus Spain. Winner will definitely be the favorite against their semifinal opponent. Yeah, either it's going to be Portugal, Slovenia, or Belgium, France. Yeah. But the way Spain and Germany are playing, they're the two best teams, alongside Austria still. And Switzerland are third or fourth. So those are pretty much those four teams are the best. Those are the best four teams. But everybody, I mean, once again, kudos to Georgia. They put up a fight today. They just lack the quality, and I just like the way they play football. Yeah, okay, it's super defensive. I mean, if Georgia went toe-to-toe, and we saw that in the last 10 minutes, if they went toe-to-toe against Spain, this would have been a cricket score. It would have been 10-1, 7-1, 8-1, and that's exactly what happened in the Euro qualifiers. They lost 7-1 to Spain at home, Georgia. But the passion which they play with, the streets football, the nutmegs, I got to give credit to at least Georgia for that, and they've made their country proud. Every Georgian will remember when they beat Portugal 2-0. It will be a national holiday for the rest of time in Georgian folklore, basically. But the road ends here. The Cinderella run of Georgia ends, and now Spain. Biggie asking a good question. Austria, Turkey, or Germany, Spain, which match will be more exciting? I don't know, but all I know is that when is the game? Tuesday? I'm doing the watch along for Austria and Turkey, because that game, I have no clue how it's going to go down, but I know one thing. It is going to be exciting football, and it's going to be super, super entertaining. So we're going to do a watch along for that game. Yeah, they could have. Yeah, definitely, Alexander. They had that chance at the end, Georgia, to win the game against Czechia, but they didn't. And now the road ends here against Spain after Spain beat them 4-1. I mean, just a clinical show. Clinical show. Nico, that I'll say it again. That finish from Nico Williams is disgustingly good. Roof of the net like that. And if you saw the replay, he looked at the eyes of the defender. The defender was trying to slide and block the shot. And he just said, all right, roof it into the net. Roof it into the net. And that's exactly what they did. But tomorrow, people, we got some good games. Ooh, we got some good games, people. Look at these games for tomorrow. Before we head out here, remember, everybody hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for more daily Euro content. How many likes are we on at the moment? We are on. How many likes? 47? That's good. We can get up to 60 likes, no doubt about it. France and Belgium. I mean, everybody's going to pick France, right? Everybody's going to pick France. There's just something to me. Yeah, no, 100%. Good job, Georgia. Really impressive. Georgia have made themselves proud. And they gave a lot of entertainment to this tournament. Something that we thrive and we hope as neutrals. If you don't have a nation in this tournament, you're just like, okay, I just want to see entertaining football. Georgia brought the entertainment. And that's one thing I will always remember about Euro 2024 is Georgia and the way they played. But yeah, Viva España. Viva España. Nah, España are cooking right now. But France and Belgium, don't worry, people. We'll be live after both games. So is it going to be the end of Belgium at this knockouts, or France really just frauds? Which one is it going to be? Are they just frauds, France? Or I think, though, France are just... They will click into gear tomorrow. I don't know why. Something just tells me that there's going to be a similar game to that round of 16 that France had in the 2018 World Cup against Argentina. And it's just going to be a madness of a game where we see good football, bad defending. I don't know why. I just feel like that's going to be a high-scoring game between France and Belgium. Or maybe Belgium will just get destroyed. Or Belgium somehow, after getting crucified by their fans, having to huddle up, that they finally show up. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm still going to go with France in that game. Like I did with my round of 16 predictions. Portugal, Slovenia, it should be Portugal. Should be. But we've seen the underdogs. We've seen Georgia take the lead. Slovakia take the lead. If Slovenia can take the lead in that game, and they've been very good defensively. They've only allowed 2 goals, which was a quick throw-in and a last-minute corner against Serbia. Slovenia can defend. So, and what happened in March, people? Slovenia beat Portugal 2-0. So if I'm Portuguese, I would be a little bit nervous for the game. Because they haven't looked good at all, in my opinion, Portugal. They looked good for 45 minutes against Turkey. and that's about it. So tomorrow, France and Portugal should be winning, but it's football. You never know. Yeah, they are. No, Ed, do you know what they are? They're not even Drama FC. They're Kardashian FC. They're Kardashian FC. They're called the Red Devils. They should be called the Kardashian Devils. That's what Belgium should be called. Because that team, they just love the drama. They love I don't understand it. Every tournament, it just seems to be something with them. Maybe 2018 World Cup. I can't remember. I don't think there was any drama heading into it. And what happened? They made it to the semifinals. They looked good. Now, again, we're back at square one. You guys did so well to get away from the drama, and we're back to it. Keeping up with the Belgians. Will France score from open play? I mean, Mbappe needs to be looking at Wood Feist and saying, you're not going to keep me quiet today. No way. No way. No way. There is no way that Wood Feist can keep Kylian Mbappe quiet. If that happens, oh, Kylian. No. That we will not allow that one bit. But Belgium, if I'm Belgium, KDB's got to step up. Doku's got to step up. Obviously, Lukaku, his hold-up play has to step up big time. Because Lukaku's hold-up play was good for the first two games. Against Ukraine, the dude was horrible. He had Timberlands on in that game. No doubt about it. He did not have the football boots on. But, hey, everybody. We're going to find out tomorrow. Two more opponents. Now we got two quarterfinal matchups. We got Germany and Spain. Oh, my God. And Spain versus England is also fascinating. Fascinating. Cannot wait for it. Will Michael Talks Football step up if you were Belgian? Well, thankfully I'm not Belgian, first off. And two, if I was Belgian and I was watching my team, I would have maybe 1% hope for tomorrow. France own Belgium. They do. So if I'm Belgium, I'm like, you know what? We're screwed. We're just simply screwed. Simply screwed for tomorrow's game. Yeah, England versus... I'm really excited for that game. I think Switzerland can do something in that game. But everybody, remember to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Obviously, tomorrow there will be a match reaction to France and Belgium, Portugal versus Slovenia, and also the reaction to Copa America, which starts in about 2.5 hours. I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to wake up and watch the games because I need to see that Mexico-Ecuador game. So remember to check out the Copa America content. You can find both playlists of the Euros and the Copa America on the channel. Remember to join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. All those links in the description down below. If you want to support the channel, obviously there's the membership. Got the Patreon. Going to be uploading more stuff on Patreon later in July. Obviously going to focus maybe more on there compared to YouTube. But for now, keep it free for all of you people so we can enjoy the live debates. But everybody, I will see you tomorrow and more talk on the Discord because Mexico, Ecuador could get very interesting. Adios, everybody. See you tomorrow.